This is the Neighbors for Neighbors Spring Special. Helping feels good.
Welcome to the Neighbors for Neighbors Spring Special, Helping Feels Good. I'm Jade Alexander. For the next half hour, we're going to show you some inspiring stories of people helping people and how Neighbors for Neighbors played a part in connecting those in need with those who can help. We begin with a certain deadline that's just around the corner. Yep, it's tax time, and thousands here in South Florida got a huge help when it came time to file their income taxes. If you haven't prepared your taxes just yet, or even if you did, you're going to want to watch this story. If you earned $52,000 or less last year, you may qualify for free tax preparation. The IRS-trained and certified volunteers are helping our neighbors file their income tax returns.
And we want to make them understand their return and maximize all the tax credits that they're eligible for so that they can walk away with the biggest refund that's possible.
And that could mean big bucks for your bank account, especially understanding about the earned income tax credit that could help you keep more of the money that you've earned.
That's a credit for folks who have been working throughout the course of the year, and it really offsets the burden of many of the other taxes that are removed from their paychecks.
The free tax preparation service couldn't come at a better time.
It's a huge benefit, and it's a huge relief in some instances to so many families who are struggling during this economic downturn.
But the taxpayer is not the only one banking big in this program. Volunteers and coordinators get a big payoff in return.
For me as a human being, just to be able to help people, that's what I has been here for 11 years. It's year after year, seeing how we can change life of people is amazing.
And if you think you qualify for free tax preparation, call us at Neighbors for Neighbors at 305-597-4404. We'll connect you with our partners at the Children's Services Council and 211. The volunteers helping people prepare their taxes know that helping feels good. And we here at Neighbors for Neighbors have made it easier for you to share your special skill or talent with a neighbor in need.
We would not have the ability to connect with so many people the way Neighbors for Neighbors does.
Neighbors for Neighbors is helping nonprofit organizations make powerful connections with skilled volunteers through helpingfeelsgood.org.
It's just such a good program to match volunteers within the community because there's such a need amongst our clients.
Nonprofit organizations have many clients to serve but are facing extremely limited budgets. Now they can register their service projects on helpingfeelsgood.org. Volunteers can register their skills and put their expertise to work for good.
There's nothing better than to be able to volunteer doing something you love to do.
From tutoring teenagers to redesigning a community room or even mechanic work for a needy family, you can register your specific trade or skill to help another.
The name says it all, helping does feel good.
Go online to helpingfeelsgood.org and sign up. We at Neighbors for Neighbors can help you get started on the road to service for our community. No skill or talent is too small, and it's easy to get started. We hope that you'll make a powerful connection, helping a neighbor in need with helpingfeelsgood.org. Now, we know one person who has made it his goal to use his special skill for good. Back in December, we showed you how Neighbors for Neighbors partnered up with dentist Dr. Rick Mars to celebrate his 25 years in dentistry by giving away 25 smile makeovers. Just last month, his office celebrated Valentine's Day with the community, the only way they know how, with dentistry from the heart.
Well, we can give away money, we can give away time. I don't think there's anything better that I can do with my two hands than to give away smiles.
Not many people are eager to see the dentist, but hundreds of people lined up for their spot for dental work. From dental cleanings, x-rays, and tooth extractions, staff and volunteers from the Dental Care Group and Aventura Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics opened up their doors in Aventura and Pembroke Pines to provide free dental services to the community. And for this mom, it's her second year bringing her 4-year-old for a cleaning.
It's great because there's a lot of people out there. We don't have insurance for it, and it's expensive, very expensive.
Beautiful smile. Open up wide. Thank you.
Even the sponsors get involved.
I like the personal interactions.
Lee Teichner is a partner at Holland & Knight and a new Neighbors for Neighbors board member.
Whether that's running prescriptions, security, cleanup, whatever it takes to make this thing run.
At the end of the day, over 400 people were seen by dentists and hygienists, and over $150,000 in services were donated. And that's truly dentistry from the heart. Dentistry from the Heart is an annual event this dental office looks forward to every year, with each year seeing more and more patients. And here's more to smile about. A little shopping therapy can put a smile on your face, and now it can put a smile on many faces. The online shopping site Amazon introduces Amazon Smile, a simple and automatic way for you to support the charity of your choice by shopping. You can choose Neighbors for Neighbors, by the way. Amazon Smile will donate 0.5% of your eligible purchases to Neighbors for Neighbors to continue making powerful connections of those in need with those who can help. Just log on to smile.amazon.com, choose Neighbors for Neighbors as your charity of choice, and start shopping. Still ahead, more inspirational stories of powerful connections. A South Florida company comes to a family's rescue using a high-tech method to stop a leaky roof. And motorized mobility, how Neighbors for Neighbors helped one woman gain more independence. Plus, outraged viewers banding together to turn a Girl Scouts bad experience into a positive one. Welcome back. Unite for Good is an organization that took the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. holiday to a whole new level of service. From reading to children to planting a vegetable garden and cleaning up historic parks, volunteers fanned out across Miami for this day of unity. Neighbors for Neighbors helped out with distribution of our kindness cards to volunteers, and those volunteers were treated with a concert by South Florida's own Flo Rida. And some local celebs got in on Unite for Good's service opportunities.
I had a little girl who was in 3rd grade, and she picked out 2 books. She was so encouraged. She enjoyed it. She read 1 page, I read another, and she saw my enthusiasm. She was, oh, I like how you read. And you could tell she just needed someone to spend that time with. So I was very happy to be able to do that.
You know, everyone who's involved, we always, thrive on just showing love. It's greater than hate.
Following up on a story CBS 4 first brought to Neighbors for Neighbors, Tiffany Davis was pregnant with her daughter when she was nearly killed in a drive-by shooting last year. Now both she and her daughter are healthy and optimistic about their future. Neighbors for Neighbors connected Tiffany to our partners at Neat Stuff to shop for clothes for free. Neat Stuff provides brand new clothing, shoes, and accessories to children and families in distress, allowing them to dress with pride and dignity. Another follow-up story that's near and dear to our hearts comes to us from one of our adopt-a-family families. Nicole Wallace, a single mom of 3 and first-time homeowner, reached out to us about the condition of her house. You see, her roof, horrible shape we're talking here, leaking water into the home every time it rained. Neighbors for Neighbors connected Wallace with several companies who have committed to repairing the roof. The company No Blue Tarps came in to stop any more water from leaking, putting a shrink wrap over the roof until the repairs can be made.
We stopped the rain from coming down in the house. There were no more buckets on the floor. This is going to allow Nicole or any other homeowners to buy time so that they can make decisions regarding what they want to do to create a new roof system and a waterproof house. To see her children running around in a dry environment was very rewarding.
We cannot wait to bring you that story when it's completed. Neighbors for Neighbors took to the web and social media to help a young girl in the fight for her life. Thousands mobilized and got tested to become a bone marrow match for beautiful Brianna. Here's CBS 4's reporter Lauren Pastrana.
It's extremely frustrating when you don't have a match.
Umberto Vega is a father on a mission. His goal, to find a bone marrow match for his daughter.
I've been telling all of my family, all of my work friends, everybody that we come in contact with, for them to basically go get tested and see if they're a match.
Brianna Vega was diagnosed with leukemia in February 2012, just days after her 10th birthday. She immediately started chemotherapy at Miami Children's Hospital and was doing well. So well, in fact, 12 months ago, she was rocking the runway in a design made especially for her.
It's really fun because I got to design my own part of the dress.
She was in remission at the time, but in October 2013, her cancer came back, this time as acute myeloid leukemia.
It's kind of rough to think, when somebody tells you, okay, this is apparently not working, let's do something else, because then your mind starts just going crazy, starts thinking of different things.
Doctors suggested a bone marrow transplant. Brianna is waiting for a donor. So far, 2 previous matches haven't worked out.
One of them just opted out, said, I don't want to do this anymore for some reason. They just opted out. They don't want to do anything to do with the program. The second one apparently is in Australia, and we can't get a hold of them.
Throughout her journey, Brianna's father says she's kept a positive outlook.
Even though it's like something bad happened to you, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world.
She loves to promote awareness. She loves to promote, hey, we have a fundraiser here, come over, you know. She's out there. She's a good girl.
Although a preliminary match was found during the testing, Brianna got too sick to make it to the transplant. She spent her last days surrounded by her family, who are so grateful for the support of so many who wanted to help. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm Jade Alexander. An exciting and emotional kickoff to the 5th annual Walk in My Shoes, a journey to shine light on fighting child abuse. CBS 4's chief investigator Michelle Gillen was in the thick of it all amid a chorus calling for change.
I am a survivor of childhood sexual incest. I do have a beastly scar inside that nobody can see.
Anna is a starring survivor of this year's Walk in My Shoes, where the air was heavy with emotion and hope.
It is crazy. We have so many people out walking with us today. It's truly inspirational.
Leading the way of this year's 1,500-mile walk, Lauren Book, founder of Lauren's Kids. She's opened the door to help for so many victims of sexual abuse, just like her.
What do you hope this next chapter brings?
It's all about education and awareness. We know that 95% of sexual abuse is preventable with education and awareness.
Appropriately, the kickoff is here at the offices of MUJER, an organization that has been on the front lines of identifying human trafficking and getting help to the survivors.
Susan Rubio Rivera is director of MUJER.
How far do you feel we've come?
I think we've come a long way because at least we're bringing these victims out of the shadows. And we've always said that victims of abuse are voiceless. They want to remain voiceless because they don't think that society is going to understand them. Lauren Book is a special young lady for us because she brings inspiration. She brings hope.
Looking forward to making legislative change. The steps lead to Tallahassee. At one break today, we delivered a few hugs from Neighbors for Neighbors for Lauren to hand out along the way.
As they crisscross the state, their numbers will grow, as will their determination to never remain silent over the secrets of the sins of sexual abuse. And to be sure all victims know, you're never alone. Michelle Gillen, CBS 4 News.
And CBS 4's Michelle Gillen brings us stories of really incredible kids in South Florida. Meet super kid Cassandra. She's a high school junior, her grades are tops, and mentors many kids at her school. But that's not why she was chosen as a super kid. Here's the inspirational story.
A grandfather wipes away a tear as his beloved granddaughter, Cassandra Gonzalez, hugs him. He's blind, and the 17-year-old willingly serves as his eyes and guide in life.
I love you, Puppy. I love you.
She's one of the most loving, unselfish teenagers you might ever meet. She and her granddad carry broken hearts.
These are her ashes.
Her grandmother, who she'd long cared for, just died from a heart attack.
Coming home from work and not being able to hug her and kiss her, and it just hurt me.
Her pull to her grandparents so strong because they raised her, rescued her.
This all happened because when I was 11 months old, my dad killed my mom.
Cassandra cherishes the few photos she has of her mother, who was just 18 when she lost her life, the baby shower, the sonogram. Her dad sent to prison. She was 7 years old when she learned the truth of what happened, learning that the couple who raised her were really her grandparents, not her birth parents. So grateful to them, even in her teenage years, she rarely left their side and worked after school to support them.
I wouldn't care for having fun going out because my grandparents are the most important thing to me.
Through it all, she's dreamed of having a career in the world of hospitality where she can create dreams for others. So I thought, why not introduce her to the king of hospitality, a master of culinary cuisine and founder of the Sobe Wine and Food Festival, Lee Schrager.
So maybe you can give her just a little advice. She'd love to someday go to FIU.
I'd be happy to help her out.
Let's go meet her.
Upon learning her story, Schrager organizes a feast of a day for a girl who never asks for anything for herself.
Hi, it's an honor to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
My pleasure.
Schrager, whose festivals have raised $20 million for FIU's School of Hospitality, offers his guidance and extends a helping hand.
Do you like cooking?
I love cooking.
Well, what do you want to be doing?
I love hospitality and tourism. I've been all my life thinking about going to FIU.
You know, we just opened up a new teaching restaurant program this week. With the funds raised from the festival, we built this beautiful new campus that I'll take you for lunch one day and show you around.
Joining us on the adventure, Cassandra's school outreach counselor.
I'm supposed to be the model, but she's the model to me. You know, I mean, she has fallen so many times. She just lost the most important part of her life, and instead of saying my life is done, that's it, or I hate the world, she's like, I'm gonna get up and keep going.
With lofty dreams of running restaurants, today she supports her granddad working at Taco Bell.
Going to be working at Taco Bell today. You could be running it in a matter of years, and I think that's what hard work gets you.
As you have a mentor who is a teacher, you know, Lee is so sweet.
A new mentor?
A new mentor. Yay! And the world can be yours.
No, it's just beginning for you.
I'm going to give it a little stir.
Schrager's cooked up a menu of magnificent mentors, giving her carte blanche access to the festival's dream makers. One by one, she's embraced by top chefs.
How would you describe what's gone on so far?
I'm shocked. I feel like I'm dreaming. I really do.
The finale awaited, a personal invite by her favorite chef, Rocco DiSpirito.
Hi, Cassandra. How are you? What's going on? I would love to help you in any way I can. I mean, in the Italian household, food is a currency of love, right? This is how we express how much we care for other people. When you feed a person, it's an incredibly meaningful gesture. That means that you care about them, you're willing to invest in them.
Okay? And remember, you can do anything.
Such an incredible day. Few words necessary, but they may last a lifetime.
We'll see you soon.
And now to a story about the impact of a Neighbors for Neighbors powerful connection. A call came in from a Hollywood couple desperate for help. With a few phone calls from our staff, now the Sankeys have a new lease on life with some motorized mobility. The Sankeys were a very active couple. Robert was a professional juggler and his wife Kathy was a poker dealer in Hollywood. But everything changed in 2011 when Kathy suffered a debilitating stroke that left the right side of her body paralyzed.
I was here and I remember I felt funny and I went in the bed and I wish to God I went to the hospital because they said they could give her a shot. And it woke up and you'll be all right, but you had to have it within 8 hours.
Just getting around required all of her energy in a standard wheelchair. Robert desperately wanted to get a motorized vehicle so that his wife could gain more independence.
I never went anywhere. All I did was sit right here.
After 13 months of searching and not getting anywhere, the couple decided to try Neighbors for Neighbors.
I see Neighbors for Neighbors. There was an advertisement, you know, you come on TV, and I said, I'm going to call those people. They just rung true. And I called, and I spoke with a lady named Lola.
I explained to him that we do keep a list here, and that when donors call in with a donation, we try to hook them up with someone who's in need.
As luck would have it, Neighbors for Neighbors' partner organization Steps in the Right Direction had been holding a motorized chair, and it turned out to be perfect for Kathy.
So that's what we do here at Neighbors for Neighbors. We connect those in need with those who can help, and hopefully they pay it forward. This goes on all the time.
And for us here at Neighbors for Neighbors, the real reward comes in making these powerful connections to change someone's life for the better.
When Robert called me back and told me that Kathy was riding up and down the street waving to all her neighbors who she hadn't seen in several years, that's what I get out of it. Yeah.
The Sankeys have been dealing with many hardships since Kathy's stroke, but at least now Kathy has a piece of her life back, her mobility.
I get in my chair and I go everywhere I want to.
That puts a smile on her like there's no business.
We're so happy to help in Kathy's newfound mobility, and that's what Neighbors for Neighbors is all about, connecting those in need with those who can help. Now, who would steal from Girl Scouts selling cookies in front of a grocery store? A brazen robber, that's who. But CBS 4 viewers came to the rescue. Outraged, they took to social media, and with our help here at Neighbors for Neighbors, this story has an incredible ending. Daily Eisenman is back in business selling Girl Scout cookies. Just the week before, her cell phone was stolen in front of a supermarket while selling cookies with her troop. But things have a way of turning around. Neighbors reaching out to turn a negative experience into a positive one.
We contacted CBS and we're like, how can we get her a new phone?
What can we do?
Yeah.
How can we make this bad situation into a great memory?
This group of friends banded together, reached out to Neighbors for Neighbors, and started sending out messages through social media to recruit help for Daly. Soon, AT&T caught wind about the story and wanted to do something about it.
To replace that phone was really a thrill for me personally as well as for the company.
Not only did she get a new, upgraded phone, but AT&T also gave her a $100 gift card for accessories. So that left the group of friends with only one thing to do.
Initially wanted to get her phone, right?
Right.
And AT&T stepped in and they gave her a new phone, so we're like, we're gonna buy all of her cookies. Then somebody bought all of her cookies and we said, well, we're gonna buy more.
We're still gonna buy more.
Now Daly and her Girl Scout troop have over-exceeded their cookie sales. Now Daly and her Girl Scout troop have reached their fundraising goal to go to camp this year. They've got quite the story to tell for years to come with a happy ending that was all because of our compassionate viewers. You too can help your fellow neighbor in need. Take a moment and register to become a volunteer on our website, helpingfeelsgood.org. Search for a volunteer project that you feel you can lend your talent or special skills to help others. We promise you're going to feel real good about it. We've come to the end of our show. We'd like to thank our generous supporters and underwriters for helping Neighbors for Neighbors continue to make community connections for our neighbors in need. The Herbert Hoover Foundation, the Children's Services Council, CBS 4, and MyTV 33. We hope these stories have touched and inspired you. They represent only some of the good Neighbors for Neighbors does all year long, and we couldn't do it without you, our viewers, our neighbors. Your generous contributions allow us to help families in crisis rebuild their lives. Donations are tax deductible, and you can go onto our website at neighborsforneighbors.org to make a secure credit card contribution. If you'd like more information, please call our phone bank at 305-597-4404. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jade Alexander, and remember, helping feels good.